Alright, so let's try this again. This is, I guess, take 3. You know, I wanted to show my friend my, retro gaming setup I got going. So, let's see what we got here. First off, this is a Vizio TV I've had for about 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years, and it's done me well. I spent a lot of money on it when I got it. Now you get the same TV for a third of the price, I'm sure. But I did splurge on the TV about 10 years ago. But alright, so let's see. Let's start. We got a regular Nintendo. Well, let's start with the DVD playing. We've got a DVD VCR combo going. Well, I actually got 2 there, you know, in case one breaks or what have you. Then let's see, we've got a regular Nintendo here, Nintendo 64 here. Then we've got a Wii U up there. And down over here, we've got a PS2, PS3, GameCube, and then a Wii. And then over here, we have a Super Nintendo, an NES Classic that I just haven't even opened yet, and then an Xbox 360 here. So, oh yes, and then we've got the, my little Raspberry Pi dealie here. Alright, so let's see how this operates. Well, okay, and then I also have a little handheld collection over here. I got a PSP, we've got a DS there, then we've got my Chinese GPD XD. It's like a tablet type thing. It's got a touch screen and then a controller to play some different games. I got an SP back here, a couple more DS's. We got some Wavebird controllers. Kind of have controllers everywhere, but alright. And then I've got these little mini arcades I picked up for cheap, but I just think they're pretty cool. I just think they look kind of cool. They're not really practical to play on, but I think it's pretty neat. And then the Pac-Man one in the back there, Rampage, Q-Word, and then we got that. So, alright, let's see how this baby works. I've got like 10 different consoles all plugged into this TV. It's a rat's nest of wires in the back, but I'll show you how we get this thing working. First off, we're on channel 3 of the TV, and then I've got this AV splitter back here. A little bit of a pain that I have to come here, you know, and do this manually, but yeah, I don't have to unplug any wires and stuff like that. So we've got the DVD VCR going now. Then when I press this, we've got the Super Nintendo going. And then press this, we've got the regular Nintendo going. Alright, and then one more. We've got the Nintendo 64 going. So, there's that. That's from channel 3. Then we'll move over to, I've got the Wii hooked up to component. So, we've got the regular Wii there. Then we go to AV1. We've got the GameCube hooked up. The GameCube down there hooked up on AV1. Then AV2, we've got a PlayStation 2 hooked up. So that's kind of neat. Then we'll move over to HDMI. And I do have a little remote. So we go HDMI 1. And then I also have a little HDMI splitter down here. So we go HDMI 1, we've got the Wii U hooked up. Then we've got the Xbox 360 hooked up. Let's see. Mission failed. Trying to get it going here. There we go. Xbox 360 hooked up to the HDMI 1.
It's the Ravager transport ship.
Then we've got PlayStation 3 hooked up. And then I also have the Raspberry Pi. So I think that's all of them. Yep, we'll go back through. Wii U, Xbox 360, Pi, and the PlayStation 3. So that is my retro, and I do this fairly inexpensively. You know, I got I think the most money I spent was on the Wii U for right at $100 I paid for the Wii U, and that, you know, that's not too bad. So yeah, I've just kind of been collecting some of this stuff over the past year or so, and yeah, so that's my gaming setup. Then let's try not to get in the dark here. See what we got over here. That's kind of my DVD and game wall. Alright, we've got PS3 games. Alright, we've got some DS games. We've got GameCube games here. Not a ton of GameCube games, but those can get kind of expensive. A couple Wii games, some Wii U games. Then we've got pretty much a whole row of some Wii games. Alright. Then I've got some regular Nintendo games. These are some of my regular Nintendo games. These are a couple valuable ones, Felix the Cat, and this Super Nintendo game here is kind of valuable. Alright, then we've got some PlayStation 2 games, PS1 games. You can play PS1 games on the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. We got some Super Nintendo games. You know, Yoshi's Island, Donkey Kong Country. We've got some decent ones in there. Some more Super Nintendo games. Then we've got Xbox 360 games. And you can find PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360 games, Wii games. You can find those pretty cheaply. You know, certain ones are a little more, but you can find, here's some more PlayStation 2 games. You know, if you want to start collecting some games, and the games are still fun. You know, the graphics are still pretty good. It's just a little older. And then a few more Nintendo. Then we've just, got a little PSP. A few PSP games. Then just some random stuff I got. A couple of original Xbox games. Just some, you know, random stuff down there. Then I've got some DVDs. I've kind of got my DVDs organized by director in a way. Some of them. It's not super organized, but this is like my little John Hughes section. Then we move on. There's a little like Vince Vaughn kind of Dave Dobkin section. Then we've got Jon Favreau, some of his movies he directed, and some Mel Brooks. Just some other stuff, and then got Eastbound and Down. I got a little Spielberg section, Sacha Baron Cohen section. Then I've got Farrelly Brothers section. We've got a Todd Phillips section here. Then some other stuff. Christopher Nolan little section here. Some Christopher Nolan. Jackass and Wild Boys section. Alright. I got a little Tim Burton section. Tarantino section. Curb, Seinfeld. this is kind of my Seth Rogen, Danny McBride little area. Got a David Fincher section there. Little Coen Brothers section. Just some randoms. A few documentaries here that I like. A little Ron Howard section, I think. Kevin Smith. Some Adam Sandler movies. And just movies that I like are just kind of thrown in there. Let's see, just, you know, I still collect DVDs. You can find for pretty cheap. You know, people don't want to buy DVDs anymore, I guess. Let's see, we've got a few more down here. Then all the way at the bottom, we got some King of the Hill. Just some more. Then I got some stock over here, just kind of running out of space. Just some more DVDs. I got some doubles there. Alright, and then we have my little office set up over here in the nook. Got a little record player with the computer speakers there. Then I've got an old laptop, Apple. It's one of the white ones, so it's very old. A lot of my stuff is retro. It's older because it's inexpensive, you know. But the stuff is still good. I like it. So that is my retro gaming setup and DVD collection on the cheap. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.